What's up, guys? Tim Dog in the house. Video number 5, February 8th, 2020. We are coming at you with our 5th video. This is an update from what's new from last September. And we're going to start right here. We actually got our grail for, this is the City Strike Scarlet, fully painted, fully geared. That came a couple months ago. And I've been looking for that one forever, and I'm so happy to land that one. Some of you may or may not know I do collect female prototypes. I collect modern, I collect O-ring, I collect painted, unpainted, but pretty much like 95% of my collection is of the prototypes are female. So again, that's where I wanted to start with the City Strike. And then I also scored 2 Glenda, the modern Pilot Scarlet prototypes. One of them had like a proto bow, and they have unpainted helmets, and one came with an unpainted vest. I also scored, that's the Coral. You guys may know her, the canceled Coral and her motorcycle, but I wanted to show you that vest. That is a Coral unpainted prototype vest. And while we're here, I also got... this is new. That's a 25th Scarlet. So I have 2 of her with and without the grenade. And I actually have a 3rd proto of her coming with prototype gear. Like her web belt is prototype and all that. So that's what's new there. And creeping on around here to the end of the flag. This is the rest of my Scarlet display. As you will see, the Scarlets are all standing up. That is courtesy of my buddy Dave O'Brien. That's my first shout out tonight. He's on eBay at dav.obrie, and his name's Dave O'Brien. He does custom stands for the Scarlets. He also does stands for like figures with backpacks, and he does males. But really awesome to have all the Scarlets standing up. So I do have a few additions here. I did get a second Estrella, the Athena, a second Plasterama, and a second Mexico Scarlet. So that's what's new there. So we are going to creep on around. Nothing new in Night Force. I'm sorry, in Tiger Force. In Night Force, I did add a Night Force Beachhead prototype, so that's new. Not much new there. There's some UK stuff. Cruising up to here. Oh, Jinx is being very unpersonal. Okay, there we go. This is new. This came from my best bud, G.I. Joe bro, Ricky Collins. He got me that De Simone cop from the convention. And so I kind of wanted to display all those together, the Starduster and the Golden Steelhead. Check out my buddy Ricky. He's on eBay, Rare Nostalgia. He's also on Instagram, Rare Nostalgia. And Wildcard Big 3413 on eBay. So anyways, cruising on there. We have a couple new beachheads. This is new. That's a really old, like one of the older released beachheads with like a different vest. And I think for this flag, that is new. That's Lady Shipwreck. My buddy Barboncito Customs does a lot of cool female custom stuff for me. Couple new Lady J's. This one's new with like the lighter suspenders. And then this one's new, the one right next to her with the darker suspenders. So a couple variants of that. Cruising on. This is new. That is Retaliation Lady J, that all red prototype. That's the only one I've seen of that. This is new. That's an unpainted proto for this Lady J. And I also have another one of her coming with some different proto gear. And this one here is a finished sample for that figure. You can see like the HFE on her. And this one is also new. That's a finished sample of that Lady J. I think those are version 8 and 9. So I also have another Lady J prototype of this one an unpainted coming with proto gear, so I'm pretty excited about that. Um, for that flag, I think we are pretty much good to go. Trying to make some good time here, moving on. Down here, we got a couple new Fun School torpedoes. Those are all a little different in color, gloves, fins, whatnot. Some different body colors. Over here, okay, I wanted to stop in the Jinx display for a second. This is new. That came from a good buddy of mine. That is, if you see there's no paint on her belt, that is either a paint app error or if there's a slight possibility it's a pre-production piece. But either way, that's the only one I've ever seen of that, and I was super excited to get that. So that is really awesome. I also added, sorry, it's a little bit dark, but I added a third Agent Jinx proto back there. Cruising on to, I did get a couple new Fun School Budos with a couple different helmets and pants and whatnot. So I collect Fun School variants. Those are fun. Way in the back there, sorry, it's kind of dark. There's a new Fun School Snow Job. A lot of my Estrella came from Marcelo Marquez, aka the GI Joe Pimp, and all of my Fun School stuff comes from Beyond Borders and sorry, they're kind of cut out for a second. Beyond Borders and Nostalgia Merchant on eBay do a lot of my cool, really rare Fun School stuff. Some of these are new. I kind of started like a Vipra army. See, those are like all variant, different camo. So that's kind of fun. Those are expensive, so I don't get too many of those. But when I see a really different one, I get it. These are new. Two prototypes for the Scuba Baroness. Those are both slightly different gear. I don't mind army building prototypes if I can find them. That is new. That's a movie Baroness prototype. These are also, one of these is new. So this is like the Type A prototype for the canceled Omega Baroness, and then next to her is the Type 2 prototype for her, and then that's the finished figure. And then I wanted to show you that warhead. It's kind of hard to see. I'm trying to get it, like, see the silver on the warhead. That's a prototype warhead. So that's really cool. I actually have a prototype for this on the way. The carded blue and yellow Baroness. I got a prototype for her. Finally found one of those. Couple new Fun School Baronesses. The second one in is brand new, a new logo variant. Let's stick in the front here for a second. This is new. The middle Canary Ann. I found a second one with a javelin, so I'm real stoked about that. And I added a third one. I'm looking for a javelin for her. The superhero is new. In the Dreadnought display, a couple new Ripper variants. Always into Ripper variants. So okay, finally got the left Manley. That's the Argentina Manley. Finally found one of those. And so I'm looking for an Argent Thompson. That's the Ruby Plus Thompson. I need an Argent Thompson to finish that whole run off. So pretty much what's left on this deck is going to be over in here. That is the blue and black prototype for the 2004 Convention Zorana. And the backpack and the gun, according to my research, is possibly prototype gear also for her. Cruising on over here, the left hot pink Zorana is new, so I got two of those now. Those just came the other day. Super excited about that. And that left black Cold Slither Zorana, that is a prototype. That's a sample. You can see the HFE on our forehead. And like the shirts are different. Anyways, so super stoked about those three. I don't know if I showed these in the last video, but I do, like I said, I collect female prototypes. I do have a small comic prototype collection. So some of those might be new from the last video. Anyways, rolling on. We're trying to make good time here. We're 10 minutes in. Not a whole lot new over here, but this is new. I think that's a Kamakura prototype. That came from my buddy Ricky. Thanks a lot. Oh, ninjas. Always ninjas. My buddy John Franklin, one of my other good homeboys. I've met so many great guys in this hobby. He arranged these. Sorry, it's kind of dark, but that's the Night Creeper from the UK. So my buddy Keon and my buddy John Franklin helped me with those, and then also this is new. Another the left, actually the middle Firefly, the middle one. That's a new Fun School variant for Firefly. Also from John and Keon. This is new. That's the UK Rock Viper and the UK Undertow. Those guys all have like their launchers. Those are exclusive to the UK. Moving on. This is new. I'm really, really excited when I got this one. That's the prototype for the 2018 Night Stalker Commander, and she's also the prototype for the convention Trooper Girls, the blues and the blacks. I actually have another prototype of her on the way, slightly different, so I'm pretty excited about that. The rest of this flag is pretty much unchanged. I did get a Fun School Major Blood finally, and my buddy Jamie, he finds me some cool rare stuff. Also got me a Plastorama Destro, so I'm down to Mexico Destro to finish that run off. There's Cobra Commanders. I added another Fun School Cobra Commander there. Anyways, moving on. Not much new over here. This is my Terrordrome. Not a lot changes over here. Up in here, pretty much the same old there. We added that. That's the Seraphim from Sacred 2. And my homeboy hooked me up with Jessica Rabbit, so that's pretty cool. So, cruising on. I don't think I'm forgetting anything that's new. Maybe forgetting one or two things. I have a couple new exciting prototypes coming that weren't here in time for the video. I actually finally found a prototype for the Anaconda Lady J. So that should be here for the next video. And we will wrap it up over here on the shelf. I got 3 shelves here. I wanted to stop over on... Oh, we'll get to that in a minute. Right here. These Danas just rolled in. That is the October Guard Dana prototype. And also this one with the red elbows. That's brand new. Been looking for those forever, so I was super, super stoked to get those. These two are new. These are like hand-painted Helix prototypes. So those are new. That is also new. These are both new. This is an unpainted Stiletto prototype, and the middle one is a partially painted Stiletto with like a different shirt color. And up here, we're going to do a separate video for Star Wars. We really don't have a lot of time tonight, but I do collect Star Wars prototypes, female also. As you can see, I got a couple new ones there. That's new. That's a really awesome, that's really cute prototype. Did add a couple Zam Wessels. Got an Ahsoka and a Rey and a Jin. Anyways, let's move on around to our last stop for the night. Is going to be, I redid my Stalker and Zap shelf. New in the Zaps is, I got a Nilco Zap. That was open from a mock, so that's a Nilco with a variant bazooka. That in the middle, that's a Fun School Zap in the back middle there. Just got that the other day. The very left Zap is Mexico. The one next to him is Estrella. And then, of course, the Ruby Plus and the Plastorama. The two in the back are the USA Straight and Swivel. And up here, we've got the Stalker display. The back row is the Straight and the Swivel. And then you got like Fun School is in front of them. Nilco and Nilco variant. And then in the back is Mexico and Estrella and Plastorama. And did I say that right? Yeah, Mexico, Estrella, Plastorama. And then the Red Stalker and the Jammer. So I also wanted to make a quick stop on a few things that I will have in the next video, but I just don't have. I'm actually getting acrylics made for them. That is a mail away Baroness. She'll be in the next video. And I wanted to show this. This is a prototype chest and back plate for the version 1 Lady J. That is an actual chest and back plate again for version 1 Lady J. So I was really stoked to get that. And I have a couple samples, like finished prototype samples of CoverGirl and the Baroness. We'll have those in the next video, better displays. But anyways, let me make sure I didn't miss any shout outs. If you guys want to chat, Joe's, I have an email address, joesandcobras@gmail, exactly how it sounds, joesandcobras@gmail.com. And I think we got all our shout outs. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. We will come at you again in a couple months. I'm gonna do a prototype video and a video on my Star Wars shelf to kind of be a little more specific on those. And we will hit you up in a couple months with the new stuff. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great night.